Alright guys, so how's it going today? So we're just doing a little I guess video from the car because we're at the doctor's again. Well, not again. It's been a while since we've been here, but mother's getting a checkup and she's kind of a rash thing going on. She went to the dentist about a week ago and they gave her some pills to fight supposedly an infection she had in her mouth and one of her teeth or something, whatever, but I don't know. So she's going to the doctor, I guess, to have that looked at, the rash or whatever, and then of course she's been sick too. So last 2 days were pretty bad, but I don't know, today it's, well, I think she's alright. Somewhat alright during the day. It's just kind of more towards the night there, and in the morning she's pretty much, you know, sick. I'm still trying to get over whatever the hell I got going on here. I think it's pretty much gone, about 99% gone. Every now and then I get a cough, and of course my nose seems a little you know, a little plugged up or whatever. So, but that's nothing new. My nose is always plugged up. I think I might actually be allergic to cats, but because my uncle's the same way too. If he's around cats, his nose locks up. So yeah, so she's out doing that. That's probably gonna take, I don't know, could be here for an hour for all the hell I know. I don't know. We just got her now, so could be a while, or it could just be a few minutes. Who knows? The doctor, or, well, not her doc. It's a doctor, I guess, or the nurse. I guess they call it a nurse or whatever. I don't know. It works under the fucking doctor. She's the one that does all the talking to you and making calls and stuff for you. You don't actually talk to your doctor, so it's like a doctor under a doctor, I guess. I don't know. But she thinks, because they all think this, because they're doctors and they just think they know the best and they know it all, but they don't. She thinks that, well, they want her to take the test for the virus thing to see if she's got the virus, you know, the coronavirus. But I highly doubt that's it. I mean, everybody will react different to it anyway, even if you did have it. You know, some can get really, really sick from it, and some may just get a cough every once in a while and it'll be fine. So it varies for every person out there, but I got a feeling that they're gonna, because this is what doctors do, and I know they like to fuck you over, because they like to make money off it, and they know they can make damn good money off it. So this is what they do now. If you come in sick, you think you just have a cough, which is probably what you have, they're like, okay, take the coronavirus test and blah 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 blah, you know, and come back, or we'll call you or whatever. Give you the results, and then most of the time they say, yeah, you have it, which is horse shit. But then you could also become a carrier of it too. You don't even know that you have it, and you could be carrying it. So, you know, that's how you could get tested for it too. You know, tested positive, even if you're just a damn carrier. Which I'm sure we're all carriers, but we just don't know it. But whatever. I don't think that we actually have it, you know, or we're actually sick off of it. I think we're just sick. So I'm not too concerned about it. I know that's what they're gonna pull on my mom. They're gonna be like, yeah, you got the coronavirus. You know, because they make money off that. Let's just face it. I don't care what anybody says. They like to make their money off it, so that's what they're gonna do. They know they can get away with it. So, but what are you gonna do? So, but it is what it is. So, I I mean, she has it, but I highly doubt that she has it. I think she's just sick like I am. I'm not going to sit here and say that I got the virus, because I highly doubt I do. I don't go out in public enough to really, I mean, it only takes one time and then you're fucked, but, you know, we only go out once a week, you know, and we try to avoid staying in places for long periods of time. We just try to get what we need to do and get the hell out of Dodge. So, but we always kind of been that way anyway, even before the virus. We just want to get the hell out, because we're not the type of people that want to be out around other people, because you never know, they might be sick and then you get sick, right? So, you know, we just try to avoid it as much as possible anyway. So, it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. So, but, yeah. So, yeah. Need to see what this pickup's going to do. If he's going to park behind me, or if he's going to just keep going by, or what's he going to do. He's parking behind me. Don't rear end me, because I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to light you up. That's just the way it's going to be. Sure, yeah, park right behind me. Yep, that works just fine. So, it's still mandatory in the hospitals that you got to wear a mask. It's still mandatory here, because if not, then they kick you out and they yell at you, and they pretty much let you have it. So, I don't wear masks. I refuse to. So, fuck them. Yeah. The masks don't do anything anyway. If they did, then we wouldn't be having these spikes in the virus. And it's just, wish people would get their freaking heads together and realize that that's not going to work. You'd have to have such a freaking, you know, a mask with some type of a filter on it, you know, and they even say too the virus is very small, even smaller than dust. So, you know, it's going to get through most masks anyway. So, but whatever. I'm not going to get into it, because I don't know much about the virus, and I just don't care, because it's garbage. So, yeah. Turn that radio down a little bit more, I guess. So, yeah. So the main point of this video is it's gonna be another rant and pissing people off. I know lots of North Dakota people are gonna love this video. They're gonna come harass me again and bother me again and send me letters that are stupid and retarded, because I've already gotten one letter already. The most stupidest letter I've ever seen in my life. But, you know, typical North Dakota stuff, right? So, it's not surprising to see that. And I've already known there's been trespassing going on out in our fields with snowcatters. So, I already know about that. But that's never nothing new. I don't know how they can be riding around with fucking snowcats, because there's not hardly any fucking snow here, which is kind of... The snow's melting, by the way. It's getting warm out again, and they're even talking one day it's supposed to get 44 out. So that's gonna do a lot of melting of snow. I don't think the river, last time I checked the river, which was only a few days ago, it never froze over yet. So, yeah, nobody's going across that river. They could probably take the bridge, I suppose. I think that's what they've mostly been doing anyway, but you think running across the concrete would be hard on everything, but I don't know. They got tons of money, so they can replace parts as they break, I guess. But anyways, we've been it's been mostly my grandma and my uncle. It's been me a little bit too, but since I don't go to the farm as much as I do in the summertime, I mean, in the summertime I'm there every day, multiple times a day. Winter time, it's not unless I have to, you know. So, but we have those neighbors across I mean, I guess you could say across the street from us, but they're a little bit further down. We've been having some issues with their one dog. They're still letting it out. I mean, they do. I mean, it's normal to let your dog out to, you know, go to the bathroom or whatever. Typical stuff, right? I mean, it's normal. So the problem is that they don't always put the dog on the leash, and the dog's a biter. So, and the dog has also been, I guess you could say, aggressive biting. It's already bitten my grandma once. I think it was last summer, I think she got bit. I think it was. She was walking back from her chickens. She was feeding her chickens, and she was walking back to the house. And usually, you know, when the dog come over, it likes to bark, which is not the worst. I mean, dogs bark. That's not really an issue. It's just the fact that it's a goddamn biter. So, but yeah, that last year or whatever the hell it was, it bit the shit out of my grandma and drew blood. So this dog has a taste for human flesh and blood now. So it really needs to be put down. But it's still been coming over. They supposedly put it on the leash sometimes, not all the time. And I will start videotaping this too, if I have to. I'm thinking I'm going to have to, because there's just this is getting to be ridiculous. But everybody at the farm is scared of it. Even me. I'm scared of it. I mean, the dog's not that damn big either. It's not like what my grandma had. My grandma had two different sized dogs. One was kind of like a, if you know what like a wiener dog looks like the size of them. A little bit, just picture it a little bit bigger than that. You know, that's about it on that. And then we had that big dog, the big black dog. Literally like a freaking mini horse. You know, a kid could ride it. But it's still a dog, but you know, it's the size, almost like the size of a freaking mini horse. Of course, we no longer have them. They've died, obviously, now. So, but like my mom called over there this morning because we had to steal the Pontiac because she wanted to go to the doctor and, you know, do what you had to do and whatever else. So, but anyways, my uncle, he gets up, you know, and he's gonna want to go and water the cows, make sure the cows are all right, check them over, you know, because it was pretty cold last night, and he looked them over and was gonna water them and whatever, and he literally couldn't get out of the house because the dog was right there at the step, like at the step, barking. So yeah, got people that are gonna walk by, wonder why I'm talking to myself, but this should be normal now for everybody. I mean, everybody has cameras in their hands. I mean, you have to, the way shit heads fucking south. I mean, you just look at somebody wrong and you're getting it, you know? It's freaking crazy. So, but yeah, unfortunately, my grandma and my uncle, they were trapped in their house. They were literally trapped in the house. So, because they couldn't get out, because the dog wouldn't let them, because the dog is aggressive and it bites. You know how it is. Now, we've been going through this for a few years, but after it bit my grandma that one time, you know, my grandma went over there and kind of, you know, told them off, you know, and they were being nice about it. The wife was being nice about it. She even, you know, helped my grandma out some more with, you know, cleaning the wound, you know, and whatever else. You know, I think my grandma got it pretty good, but she wanted to do it. I think at the time she was a volunteer or whatever at the ambulance thing there for North Dakota, in that little town there. They have an ambulance team and stuff there. So I think she volunteers there or something. I don't really know. She works there anyway. So I don't know if she does now or not, but at the time she was. Maybe she's upgraded to something else, or maybe she's still doing it, or maybe she just don't have time because she's got so many damn animals over there. They're all hers, apparently. None of them are his, from what he says. I think some of them are his. I mean, nothing wrong with having animals, but you gotta have the time to take care of them, you know. And if you're, I think for her type of job, you're mostly just on call, you know, and you get called in to work when something happens. I don't know if she actually works. I don't think she works a full-time job. I know the husband does. I don't know what he does, but I know he works. But she just, I think she's mostly just home unless she gets called, which is not going to be too often, but it happens. So, but yeah, so they were giving my grandma that bullshit excuse that the dog kept breaking the fucking leash, because this dog is, I mean, even though it's a small dog, it's not the size of a mini horse. It looks like it's got some power in its legs, you know, like it can run. It's chased me down on my four-wheeler, even, believe it or not. I've been on my four-wheeler. I drove past a few times, and you know, I'm going close to 20 miles an hour because I'm trying to get away from this fucking dog, and the dog's still on my ass. You know, it's freaking stupid. It's like, what the hell is the freaking deal with this dog chasing me down? Yeah, don't drop your keys there now. You might need those later on in life. So, got another vehicle pulling up behind me. So, yeah, I don't know. But it's getting kind of irritating because, you know, we're basically prisoners at our farm. You know, and it's wrong. And they were doing good there for a while, for about a month after that attack. I'm calling it a fucking attack because that's what it was. They kept it on the leash for, you know, about a month straight. They had no problems doing it. So, but then they kind of slacked off, and then they were starting to let it just do its own thing, letting it run free. It seems like it was mostly in the mornings and then late at night when nobody's really around. Well, that's kind of a fucking problem, because at a farm, people could be showing up at any time, you know, just because I mean, when I go to the farm, sure, it's not until a certain time, but that's when I'm doing stuff with my grandma. We do stuff at certain times, but I could get called there at any time because the cows broke out, or, you know, or my uncle needs help with something, you know, or, you know, whatever. I could come in at any time. Just because I come in there at certain times doesn't mean shit. Well, certain times are just when it's just me and my grandma hanging out with the chickens, and we're doing stuff with our chickens, you know, we're letting them out. So that's just, you know, entertainment time, you know, to sit back and watch the chickens scratch around and talk shit about stuff. So, but there's been times me and my grandma were sitting out with the chickens, and thank God there's a fucking fence between us and the dog. When, you know, when we're out with the chickens, we sit inside the fence because, you know, that's just what we do. But then a couple minutes later, not really sure what the hell its problem is, but then the dog comes running up because it hears us, I guess, or something. I don't really know. But then it comes running over. By the way, a dog's trespassing, just letting you know, it's trespassing. So, but that's just, you know, a very minor thing compared to it actually biting a human, you know, a person. So it's still trespassing, but it's not a, you know, a severe thing. you know, it's not worth calling the cops over, obviously. But we had to this morning. Unfortunately, we had to call the cops because my uncle could not get out of the fucking house. The dog was literally sitting at the fucking step. You know, because he tried to go out, and the first thing he's fucking greeted with in the morning is bark, 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 bark. You know, just fucking constant. You know, and my uncle says that you can't turn your back to it because it will bite. And I've been a witness to that too, because the one time I was working on the tractor, 1586 over there, and the dog was over barking at me. But I was under these, I was kind of, you know, kind of like up against the tractor, so the dog really had no way to get me from behind. But then when I was walking to the shed to put the tools back, because I stole some of my uncle's tools, you know, I had to go put them back because they're not mine, and I don't want them anyway because I got my own, but it's just too damn lazy to bring them. So I go and put his tools back, and I was like, I just remembered that my uncle said don't turn your back on the dog. So I look behind me quick, and I'm like, oh fuck, dog's right on my ass. The dog is literally a foot from my leg, ready to bite. You know, and I was like, but then as soon as you turn around and the dog knows that you looked at him, well, then he kind of backs off a little bit. So he fucking knows. This fucking dog's I don't know, this dog's, he's smart enough to know to not try to attack when you're looking at him, but then when you got your back turned to him, he's gonna bite. So it's not something we want to do, you know. I don't know if the cops ever actually talk to the person or not, because we've already done it, and you know, we would rather talk it out, you know, but we've already done that. We've talked to them, you know, that right after it bit my grandma. You know, we already talked it out, and she's like, yeah, I'll keep the dog on the damn leash, you know. I was like, well, apparently fucking not. You're not doing your job. So the damn dog is still coming over. Just fucking, it's just laziness is all it is. It's not because the dog's breaking the damn leash. Are you telling me this dog weighs 1,000 pounds or something? Like, because there's leash chains out there that are capable up to, what is like the heaviest dog that there probably is, like 100-pound dog? I don't know, maybe I don't know how heavy some dogs are, but because I'm not into that. So, but I mean, come on. If you have to use a fucking logging chain to keep your dog tied down, then use a fucking logging chain. Go to fucking Hardware Hank right here in town, where I'm at right now. Go to the hardware, get 100 feet of, you know, logging chain. Good enough. It doesn't have to be the biggest stuff in the world. I mean, there's chains there that well, even the chain that I have on the 4-wheeler, it's not a very big chain. That's actually a custom sized chain. I think it's only like 10 or 15 feet long, but you know, you can get tons of chain, bolt them together if you need it to be longer. I mean, a bolt will hold, and that chain's gonna be more than strong enough to hold that freaking weight of that dog. You know, I don't know what they're anchoring their dogs to, or what the hell the problem is, but it's gonna end. It has to end. You know, I mean, this is just getting to be ridiculous, that we can't even get out of the fucking house. My uncle can't even get out to feed the fucking cows in the morning because he's scared that he's gonna get his damn leg chewed off. You know, no, it's gonna end. We already did it with the cops now, so hopefully the cops can work something out. I mean, if not, then things are just gonna get uglier. And this has nothing to do with you North Dakota people, so don't even get fucking involved. Stay the hell out of it. This is between us and the fucking neighbor. We don't need you jumping in too, thinking you know shit, because you don't. Sure, you may talk to those people, that's fine. I don't care, I don't have a problem with you talking to them. but they're gonna lie to you too. That's what they do. Everybody fucking lies to each other. So stay the hell out of it. This is between us. Look, she's actually wearing a shield, a mask, like not a mask, but a shield. That does nothing. What is wrong with people? That's even worse than wearing a mask. The virus is still going to slip in between your face and the mask, and you're going to get it. I feel sorry for her. Whatever. She must be getting off her shift. Either she's going for dinner. Something. I don't know. But yeah, so no, it has to end. It's going to end one way. It's going to either end good, which is the route I want to go, or it's going to end badly, and that's the route I don't want to go. I don't want to go down. I don't want to have to go down that bad road. But you know, calling the cops is not going down the bad road. That is kind of just sitting at a stop sign, you know, because this is really the only route that we can go now, because we've already talked it out. I shouldn't have to keep reminding them, or you know, call them, or well, I can't even call them because I don't have their damn number. I'm not going to keep talking to them every year to just give them a friendly fucking reminder. Hey, keep your dog chained up. You know, we don't want to get bit over here. You know, I shouldn't have to. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm kind of hoping that, I mean, I hope the cops can take care of it, you know. Supposedly they've already shown up, because they actually stopped at my place and talked to me for a couple of minutes, but they went down to their place, but they weren't there, I don't think, very long, so I doubt if they even answered the fucking door. Because that's how people around here play. When they know the cops are coming after them, they hide. So what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. So all you can do is just hope that you know, things end, you know, peacefully and not a fucking childish way, you know. Because I think that's what's gonna happen. And I know all you North Dakota people are gonna get pissed off, and you guys are gonna probably send me another fucking letter or whatever, you know. Grow up. You're so childish. I can't believe it. After all these years, I've known that the people that I've dealt with have obviously gotten a little older since their childish bullshit, but they're still acting like kids, and I can't fucking believe it. You know, it's just outrageous. So yeah, but yet here I am, you know, I'm the bad guy, even though I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm being harassed, you know. But it is what it is. That's what you get when you live near your kids, you know. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. So, but I guess I'm gonna have to start videotaping that dog and you know, whatever else. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And then you have, then they also have animals, you know, like goats, sheeps, and chickens and stuff like that. Well, they let them out too. Now, they don't really do anything, so it's not a huge concern. You know, they've actually been at the farm. They sleep in the main yard there at our place. You know, it's not the end of the world because they're not aggressive. I've been out next to them when I've been out, you know, working on the tractor again or whatever the hell the case may be, and here they come. They walk right up to me and they're like, hey, pet me. You know, they're actually friendly. They don't really do anything, you know. They just want pets, so they want their head rubbed and scratched and whatever else you can think of. But so, you know, I'm not too concerned about them, even though their animals do run on the roadways. They're not very active roadways, mind you, but you know, it's still dangerous. Because what if somebody comes around that bend over there, you know, they're doing 90 miles an hour and they smoke one of them? Not only is there damage done to their car, there's also a dead pet on the road. I mean, and they have all that yard there that they could be fencing off and letting them roam in. I mean, fence it off. Do a electric mesh fence. Way cheaper, easy to put up. You can take it down whenever the fuck you want. You don't have to do a barbed wire fence. You know, that's permanent, and that's just a pain in the ass to maintain. So, you know, fence it off. Keep them in your damn yard. Same with that damn dog. Fence off your damn yard then to keep your freaking dog in the yard, you know? It's ridiculous. So, but I don't know. Their dog is you know, is the main problem as of right now. And it's going to end. I mean, I don't want to say that's going to end badly, but I mean, I'm sorry, but it's legal. I have legal right to put the animal down if I'm threatened by it. If it bites me, my uncle, or my grandma, or, you know, anything on that farm, or anyone, if they get bit while I'm around, I still have legal right to put it down, you know. And I don't want to have to kill it, put it down, you know, because I know it's their pet, and they obviously like the dog, obviously, because they keep it. So it's their pet, you know, it's their kids. Since their kid now is older, and I think it's living on her own now, you know, they don't have kids to take care of anymore. Their parenting hood is pretty much done. So now they have these animals. That's their kids. So, you know, I don't really want to have to kill a dog because I know it's their dog, it's their pet. You know, so it's like a kid to them. But you have to think about that your dog is aggressive towards people. It may not be aggressive towards you. Of course not, because you're the fucking owner of it. We're not the owners of it. You know, so if it comes after me, which it has plenty of times, but I'm smart enough that I keep my head, you know, I watch it. But, you know, if I should turn my back to it, and it's like, oh, your leg's looking a little juicy, I might want to take a bite out of it, you know. I'm not going to play nice. It's going to be the end of the dog. I'm sorry. It's just, my life is more important than that dog at that point, you know. So I know that if the owners watch this video and they get mad, I'm sorry, but you think about it. Use your fucking noggin. You got a noggin, use it. I know you ain't that stupid, you know. It's like, Jesus, your dog has been known to bite people. Do I need to remind you of my grandma when she got bit and it drew blood? Do I need to pull her pants down and show you the scars on her leg? At that point, I should have blew that fucking mutt away. But I wasn't there. I wasn't a witness to it, so I can't do anything about it. But when I am there, I'm a witness to everything. You know. And when I went to go get this car today, to borrow it, of course, the dog wasn't out, thank God. So, but I should be able to go to the farm, grab a car, grab a tractor, feed the animals, do what I got to do there to help out my grandma and my uncle, not worried about getting attacked by a four-legged dog. You know, I'm sorry, but that dog is aggressive. It's extremely aggressive. And you know, if you lived in a big city, mother texted me, get out of here. All right, so if you lived in a big city and something happened, like if your dog bit somebody, a lot of state laws require that dog to be put down right away. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it because the dog is aggressive. Pit bulls have been known to bite people. I'm not saying that this dog is a pit bull, because obviously it's not, but it's acting like one. And it's aggressive. I don't know how many times I have to say that. It is aggressive towards us. I don't know if the dog don't like us. You know, I don't have a problem with dogs. I like dogs. I like cats more, but I like dogs too. And I've always tried to be nice to the dog. You know, I always, you know, make kissy sounds towards it, you know, to show that I'm friendly. You know, I want to rub your belly kind of thing. But the dog wants to chew my hand off. And it wants to bite, and it wants to eat my grandma. Fuck that. That dog ain't eating my grandma. It's already tried once. I'm not going to let it happen again. You know. So, I mean, even that one time when, like I said, when me and my grandma were out with the chickens and the dog comes running over. Thank God the fucking fence was there, because if not, then we would have been dinner. That dog would have been eating us. You know. But it's just, it's not right. So, it's not right. And I don't want to have to put the dog down in self-defense, because it is legal. You know, if I feel threatened and that dog is attacking me, I have legal right to put it down. And I don't want to do that. That's the very, very, very last thing I want to do to somebody's pet, is kill it. Because I know it means a lot to them, you know, and whatever else. So, you know, it's not something I want to do. But if I have to do it, I have to do it. I have to think about my life. I got to think about the lives of my family members and my grandma and my uncle. You know, it's like, if they're going to get eaten by a fucking dog, well, I got to stop it. So, you know, it's stupid that my uncle couldn't even go out this morning to water his cows, to give them water, because there's no water, because everything's froze. So we have to haul water in 5-gallon pails now. We can't do it through a freaking garden hose now. It's too late in the year. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. So I don't know, but my mother keeps texting me. She doesn't realize that I'm making a video. So, yeah. So we had to call the cops. I mean, because I don't know what else to do. I'm not gonna go over there and talk to them again and be like, hey, you know, keep your damn dog on a leash. We couldn't get out this morning because it was sitting on it literally had our step blocked off by its aggressiveness. You know, it's not right. I don't have a problem with them having a dog, you know, it barks, but keep it on a fucking leash. You know, it's unnecessary. I got a feeling one day I'm going to end up putting that poor thing down. I'm going to have to, because it's going to bite me. It's going to bite my uncle, or it's going to bite my grandma, you know. And my grandma, that's the problem, is that my grandma cannot move like I can, and my uncle can. We can run 50 miles an hour. My grandma's no faster than a snail. But that's because she's old. She's got bad knees. You know, she can't move that well anymore. So that's why the dog bit her, was because she can't walk that fast. And the dog's like, oh, this is an easy target for meat. You know. So, you know, and every year that goes by, my grandma gets even slower, you know, because she's getting older. So, but it's stupid that even a full-grown man can't even walk out of his own fucking house, and he's worried about being freaking bitten by a dog. I'm so sick of it. And I can't even go to the fucking farm, and the dog runs out right in fucking front of me. I have to walk. I mean, the last time I went to the farm, I was on the four-wheeler, minding my own business, going to the farm, going to go take care of some stuff. Bark, 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 bark. Here comes the dog running right in fucking front of the wheel. I lock up all 4 tires to avoid hitting it. You know what I should have fucking done? Has taken my hands off the brake and put my thumb further on the throttle. Went a little faster, you know, because it's being threatening. The damn dog shouldn't be chasing after people either. I mean, I don't know what the fuck people do. I don't know what they would do if somebody was walking up and down that road, you know, for walks, you know, and they let their dog out, you know, to go to the bathroom or whatever. And of course, they don't sit there and watch it. They just let it out and they go back to doing whatever it is that they're doing in the house. But I mean, if there's somebody going up and down that road, you know, going for a walk, you know, that dog's gonna bite, and those people may not even know that. I mean, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. So hopefully this can get resolved in you know, the right way without me having to put the damn thing down, because it's the last thing I want to do. But I am prepared to do it if I have to. I've already accepted that in my mind, that one day I am going to have to put this dog to sleep, and it's not going to be a very nice way, but it's going to have to be done because I'm threatened. Or the worst case scenario is the dog actually physically bites me. If it bites me, it's game over with that dog. You know, I'm putting it to sleep. I have to, because it's aggressive. It's been known to fucking bite. You know, so just remember out there that dog bites me, I have legal right to put that dog down. I don't want to do it. I've already said that I don't want to do it, but I have to think about me. People are priority over animals, especially animals that are aggressive. You know, this is why when dogs bite, you know, they get put to sleep, because they have a taste for human flesh. You know, they want to eat you. They don't want to eat dog food or hunt squirrels or whatever, you know, that dogs like to do naturally. It's people they want. So I'm sorry, I don't want to have to say it, but I am. If I have to put the dog down legally, I will do it. But the dog has to attack me or you know, come after me, bite me, these kind of things. It has to come after me, and it will. One of these days it will. So unfortunately, I have to, you know, I got to be ready for it. I have to always I always have to carry a knife on me. Of course, I always do anyway, you know, because I got to cut twine or, you know, whatever else. So I always keep a knife on me. But the last time I was, you know, I was at the farm, I was doing shit. I was putting my uncle's tools back, and the dog was literally right there at the fucking door where I walked in to put the tools back in the shed. Dog was right there. Bark, 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 bark. So I was like, oh great, this is gonna end badly. Somebody's gonna get bit or gonna get killed. So thinking, well, I gotta think about myself. Dog's not priority. It's not my dog. I don't care. You know, it's aggressive. So I pull out my knife. I'm ready to stab this fucking thing if it comes after me. But luckily the dog was like being somewhat smart about it and backing off. You know, so I think the dog knew. I think the dog seen the knife in my hand and was like, I better not try. I'm gonna keep barking though, but I'm not gonna bite him. So it's not a video I wanted to make. It's not something that I want to do. But if I have to put the dog down, I got to put it down. If I'm being threatened, if my grandma's being threatened, if my uncle's being threatened, you know, and if I happen to be there to be a witness to all this, you know, I mean, I think legally, like, if I don't witness it, but my uncle does, or he actually gets bit, I think we can go to the cops and tell the cops, and I think they can put the dog down. Of course, you know, with legal, you gotta do it legally. They just can't show up with a shotgun and blow it away, obviously, but they have to inform the owners that, hey, this dog is aggressive. This is the second time now it's bitten somebody. I'm sorry, but the dog will have to be put to sleep. Now, I don't think if they have to put the dog to sleep, they're not going to kill it, but they will take it somewhere and put it to sleep. So, but anyways, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess I have a good day and stuff. So, yeah, Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.